Welcome back our analog communication playlist. Now we discussed about the generation of AM waves. We already discussed about amplitude modulation and modulation index, the standard equation of amplitude modulation. Here, how to generate amplitude modulation. There are two basic techniques. There are two techniques are used to generate amplitude modulation waves. The popular two techniques are amplitude modulation is one is one is square law modulation and another one is switching modulator, using square law modulator and a switching modulator. Now in this class we discussed about square law modulator. Okay, so now what is square law? It is for the how the square law is obtained from a device. It means a component. Here we use a non-linear device. It means in general it is a diode diode or any transistor in some circuitry. So in block diagram source non-linear device. Okay, what is non-linear and what is linear? Okay, when the output of a device is not directly proportional to the input throughout the operation, then the device is said to be non-linear. It means simply the input and output signals are not in proportionality, then it is called non-linear in nature. So the input output relation of non-linear device is expressed as here, means V naught equal to, for example, just we fed to a input to the nonlinear device, the output relation as like this: a naught plus a1 v in plus a2 v in square plus a3 v in cube, and so on. Here the orders are increased step by step. This is the input output relation of the nonlinear device. Okay, I once again repeat, the output of a device is not directly proportional to input throughout the operation. That condition is called nonlinear. You just remember that. Here we used this nonlinear device for the generation of AM waves. So here AM waves are, it means the message signal is very low frequency signal. We already known about that. So input is, that's why input is very low. In order to using that relation, our higher order terms are automatically eliminated. Okay, eliminated. That's why this relation is we taken up to square part only, because the another higher order terms are eliminated. Because our input is very low, those terms are unnecessary to us, because we accommodate in the circuitry, the filters are accommodated. That's why the higher order components are automatically eliminated. So now our relation is up to a naught plus a naught, and a1 and a2 are the constants. A naught, a1 v in plus a2 v in square. These notations are changed in different textbooks, so you don't confuse. Remember that in case of a naught, a1 and a2, somebody are used in different notations. Okay, so when the um, output is considered up to square of the input, here we here we used the relation of the nonlinear device input output relation of the nonlinear device used up to square only. That's why this modulator called as square law device. That's why this nonlinear device we called as square law device. Then this modulator called as square law modulator. Here you see here when the output is considered up to square of the input, okay, we take only square order, up to square order, not cube and further power force and power force, not we consider. So that's why here this device this non-linear device also called square law device. Then the output of the square law device is the square law modulation. Okay, now coming to the block diagram of the square law modulator. Coming to the block diagram of the square law modulator, this is the block diagram of the square law modulator. Square law modulator means here we accommodate non-linear device. Non-linear device means a diode, transistor, etc. Okay, the input V1 of t, V1 of t, here the V1 of t is the V1 of t is the input of the nonlinear device, that is the a combination of message signal M of t plus carrier signal C of t. Here the carrier generator is there, this is the message generator. So M of t plus C of t. C of t means AC cos 2 pi FCT. We already known. I discussed about this in previous class. These two are fed to the nonlinear device. So V1 of t equal to M of t plus C of t. That is in written another form M of t plus AC cos 2 pi FCT also. Okay. Now what is the derivation? So here V in equal to C of t plus M of t. It also written as AC cos 2 pi FCT plus M of t. Okay, so substitute these equations into our nonlinear relations. Okay, nonlinear relation. What is the output of the so here the V of t is there, V of t, V2 of t, V2 of t is there. So what is V2 of t means? V2 of t V2 of t is equal to relation the input output relation of the nonlinear device. Okay, that is a naught plus a1 v in square here observed in above. This relation where it is this is this relation we are considered here. Okay, so V2 of t equal to V2 of t equal to V2 of t equal to, it means the V naught or V2 of t. V naught we consider here actually after the filtration. V2 of t is the input output relation, so you don't confuse. Okay, now V naught equal to A naught plus A naught plus A1 V in plus A2 V in square. Just substitute V in value in this equation. V in equation. So now A naught plus A1 into V in. So what is V in? It is the V in is AC cos 2 pi FCT plus M of t. That is substituted here. Similarly, A2 into V in square, this is also substituted here. In order to expand this equations using cos laws, here A naught A1 AC cos 2 pi FCT plus A1 M of t. plus a2 it here use the cos square 2 theta formula. Okay, then the equation, this term is like this. Okay, so by expanding the above equation, we get the final equation here: a naught plus a1 ac cos 2 pi fct plus a1 m of t plus a2 ac square by 2 cos 4 5 fct plus a2 m square t of 2a2 m of t ac cos 2 fct. In this, these high frequency components, the terms, there are 1 2 there are 5 terms are there. In this, 3 terms are unnecessary terms. These 3 terms are at a high, it means higher order terms are eliminated through the band pass filters or output side filters at the output side here. Here in this here in this the higher order frequency components are eliminated here in this filter combination. Okay, in this filter combination. Now now this is the equation, for the square law output of the nonlinear device or square law equation. For better understanding, also every equation we represented in both time domain and frequency domain representation. For the frequency domain representation, we take a Fourier transform. We apply the Fourier transform technique to the above equation. You are very well aware about the Fourier transform techniques in previous subjects like signals and systems and Fourier complex analysis, or in some mathematics subjects also this Fourier transform and Fourier these Fourier series techniques are there. Using that mathematical operations, the v naught, it means in the Fourier transform v naught of f, that above equation by the taking of Fourier transform like this. Okay, so in above the higher order some frequency terms are there. These are also does not considered here. Finally we take at the output side, at the output of the filter, we use only we obtain only these components. Remaining all components are eliminated by the filter. Okay, among all these components, we all these components we get the output side only these components only, because remaining higher order components are all are eliminated at the filter level. So now you observe a1 ac cos 2 pi fct plus 2a2 ac m of t cos 2 pi fct. Okay, so you just rearrange this equation as like this: a1 a naught into 1 plus 2 a2 by a1 m of t into cos 2 pi fct. Now substitute the value of m of t. What is m of t? Equal to am cos 2 pi m 2 pi f 2 pi f fmt. So now substitute this m of t value in the above equation. Now it is a1 a naught into 1 plus 2 a2 by a1 am cos 2 pi fmt into cos 2 pi fct. Now by the compare with the standard equation, what is the standard equation? Our standard equation is like this. It is similar to the standard equation. We just observe the standard equation consists carrier signal plus message and carrier signal. Here this is the carrier signal, carrier signal, carrier signal AC to cos 2 pi fct. Then carrier and message signal with modulation index mu is there, that is here present. So by observing with carefully by careful observation, this is more similar to our am standard equation. We conclude that here mu equal to, it means the modulation index. In some notations small m are also used, in some notations mu is used, you don't confuse. So here the m modulation index equal to 2a2 by a1 into am is the modulation index here in this case. Remaining all terms are presented as in the standard AM wave. So how we conclude that? Now we conclude that using the square law device, we derived AM wave. So in this way we generate AM waves using square law device. Here the important relation is input output relation of the nonlinear device. Okay, you just remember this relation. Remaining R is we derived easily. Okay, so you just substitute c of t plus m of t in the place of v. So this derivation is very easily we got the final equation. Up to here is the time domain, this is the frequency domain. Okay, this is the frequency domain. You just understand by applying the Fourier transform, then time you in order to get the frequency domain description, you just apply the Fourier transform on both sides to the time domain equation. Okay, so by observing this equation, this is the this is the output of the nonlinear device. Then it passes through the nonlinear device. When the passes through the nonlinear device, the equation like this. These terms only we received at the output side. These are very similar to our standard equation. Okay, you are all are aware about there is no ideal condition. There is a difference between, always a difference between ideal and practical conditions. So in yesterday classes we discussed about the standard equation of AM wave, that is the ideal condition. In practical conditions, some components or some constants are also present. So don't worry about these components. The basic equation terms are, it means the carrier separately plus sidebands are generated. These are the very important to in generation of amplitude modulation. Okay, I hope understand this concept. Next, we discussed about the next generation technique, that is switching modulator, in next class. Thank you. In just wait. I again see the final scenario using the slide. You just wait. Okay, this is the square law modulator generation of AM. Square law modulator consists of a nonlinear device. A nonlinear device, generally nonlinear device is a diode. Okay, band pass filter and carrier source and a modulating signal. Okay, modulating signal means message signal. Okay. Then this is the V1 of t. V1 of t means the input of the nonlinear device. V2 of t is the output of the nonlinear device. The V1 of t equal to output of the filter. Okay. So the final revision is the V1 of t equal to x of t AC cos omega c t, means x of t into x of t plus c of t, means carrier and carrier plus message. That is the input to the nonlinear device. The V2 is the A1 V2 V1 of t plus B1 V1 square of t. It means we take only lower order terms. Now we just remove higher order terms. We discussed already in just a few minutes ago. So using this 1 and 2, we get this final equation. How to get this equation? We already discussed about this, how it is came. Okay, so in above equation there are 5 terms. Out of 5 terms, 1 3 5 terms are unuseful terms, means one term only message signal is there, and third term 2bx ac 2p fct, and fifth term is the these terms are very unuseful because these are the high frequency components. These are not necessary to us. These unuseful terms are eliminated by the band pass filter, which is accommodated at the output of the at the output side of the nonlinear device. So finally we got the E naught equal to this equation, which is most similar to the AM wave. So for the by the equation 4, we just assumed as this is a AM wave. Okay, thank you very much.